welcome back to my channel. My name's Erin Morrissey, and today I have something that I know you're all gonna love because I did one of these before and it was a hit. This is going to be an easy meal prep, 3 to 4 ingredient recipes that you guys can make for your family. There's gonna be 3 of them. And I went to Aldi this time, but I'm just prefacing this with saying that you don't need to go to Aldi. You can go to any regular grocery store, but that's where I went this time. If you hadn't seen my one before, I did one at Trader Joe's where I took 3 ingredients from Trader Joe's and made meals out of them. Go watch that one. It was a hit. You guys were making all of the recipes and I love to see it. So I decided I wanted to do it today. You can do regular grocery store or Aldi if you have an Aldi or a Lidl. But I hope you enjoy it. Let me know in the comments if you enjoy this type of video, and I hope you guys get to cooking. And we wanna make one rule very clear. Avocado oil, salt and pepper do not count as ingredients. These are essentials for any cooking. This is avocado oil we get from Costco. It is Chosen Foods brand, and then some salt and pepper. These do not count. If you want to throw in some garlic, that does not count as well either. All right, so first things first, we're going to make this chicken quinoa skillet. And as I mentioned, all of the ingredients are from Aldi, but you can obviously get these ingredients at any regular grocery store. So what the first thing we're going to do is we are going to trim off some of this fat off of the chicken thighs, just clean them up a little tiny bit, and then I put about a little hefty cup of this quinoa in our strainer, and we are going to rinse it. If you don't rinse your quinoa, it normally has a very funky taste. So if you've ever had quinoa, you're like, I don't like it, make sure you rinse it. And then with that being said, some of them are already pre-rinsed. This one was not pre-rinsed. So we're going to rinse that, and then we're going to start making it all together. Quickly, one of my little tips is that I put a scrap bowl whenever I'm cooking. So sometimes it'll be out of frame, sometimes it'll just be over here. But if I'm trimming up chicken and there's some extra pieces, I'll just throw it in there so that I don't have to go to the trash can every single time. And then afterwards, I just throw this out. After you're done trimming off all of the fat off of your chicken thighs, you're going to want to liberally salt and pepper both sides. In a cast iron pan or a big saute skillet, heat a couple tablespoons of avocado or olive oil. Once your oil is hot, add in your chicken, salt and pepper side down. After about 3 minutes, you're going to want to flip your chicken over. But before you flip it over, make sure you add salt and pepper to that side as well. After chicken is cooked 3 minutes on each side, take out the chicken and place on a plate. You're going to want to add the quinoa, which has been rinsed, directly to your skillet, scraping some of the chicken bits from the bottom as you toast around your quinoa. After 2 minutes of toasted quinoa, add in 3/4 a cup of water and 2 cups of salsa. Stir quinoa, water, and salsa up well and bring to a boil. This should take about 2 minutes. Once this is complete, add your chicken back in and cover with 3/4 a cup more water, so you will have a total of 1.5 cups water. Once you've added everything in, so your chicken thighs, your 2 cups of salsa, and your 1.5 cups of water, place your skillet in the oven and bake at 400 for 20 minutes. Your chicken should be fully cooked and reached an internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Enjoy! Next up, we're going to make our steaks with roasted asparagus and cheesy smashed potatoes. Now prepare your asparagus by trimming off any loose ends and putting on a baking sheet with parchment paper. Add 2 tablespoons of avocado or olive oil or your favorite oil of choice. Also crack salt and pepper on top. Toss to combine. Begin to prepare your steaks by drying them off with a paper towel. You want them to be nice and dry. Add a layer of salt and pepper so that, like the chicken, it will form a nice crust when it's cooked in the pan. Bring a pot of water to a boil. Once it's boiling, add your baby potatoes and cook until fork tender. This will take between 15 to 20 minutes.
Next, prepare your skillet for the steaks. Add 2 tablespoons of your favorite oil to a pan and let it get really hot. Once it's very hot, add your steaks, salt and pepper side down, and cook for 3 minutes. Once you flip them, let them cook another 3 minutes and then immediately take off the heat. You can change the cooking time based on how well done you like your steaks. Once your potatoes are fork tender, place them in a drainer and run with cold water. Once the potatoes are cool enough to handle, put them on your baking sheet with the asparagus. Press down with a potato masher, back of a fork, or the back of a shot glass. Add avocado oil on top and sprinkle with salt and pepper. Then add the Parmesan cheese. You can add as much as you want. Bake your asparagus and potatoes in the oven for 20 minutes at 425. Plate up your steaks, your asparagus, and your cheesy potatoes, and now you have a delicious and simple dinner. Now we're going to make our homemade vegetarian quesadillas. Start by draining and rinsing a can of pinto beans. You're going to then mash these in a bowl with some salt and pepper to create your own homemade refried beans. Next up, you're going to slice a bell pepper very thinly, almost like little julienne slices. You're then going to put the bell pepper in a hot saute pan that has a little bit of avocado or oil of choice and let it cook for about 5 to 8 minutes or until the pepper is nice and soft. Start making your quesadilla by pulling out one of your favorite tortillas. Add a good helping of the new refried beans that you just made, then add the peppers that you just cooked, and then as much cheese as you want on top. Use your own measurements here. Feel free to do however much you like. Fold the quesadilla in half so that it flips over evenly. If you noticed, I only put refried beans, peppers, and cheese on one side of the quesadilla so that the flip would be easy. Now heat a pan with a couple tablespoons of your favorite oil. Place the quesadilla in, bean side down, and let cook over medium-high heat for about 3 to 4 minutes or until nice and brown. Once it's brown, you can then go ahead and flip to the other side and cook for another 3 to 4 minutes. Turn off heat once it is browned on both sides. Let the quesadilla rest for about 2 minutes before cutting into it. Then add your favorite toppings. I added some plain Greek yogurt and obviously some guacamole.